Alright guys, for this project I'm outside. I have some scrap wood here that, if you remember in one of my last videos, I had an old fence panel similar to these. The top of these fence panels were like this, and I just got a lot of scrap wood from that panel. So I'm making some pumpkins with these scrap wood pieces. So I went and I just took this pen and I marked where I wanted to saw with I'm using my jigsaw here. And I cut one side. So now I'm taking the piece that I cut off or sawed off, and I'm lining it up on the other side. And I'm simply going to take this pen and trace where I need to cut on the other side. So then I'll go with my jigsaw and cut here. And it's just making, this is going to be, I'm just going to do different size little pumpkins. And this, of course, is going to be the stem. And I think these are going to be really cute. So I'm just going to do several of these like this. Alright, here are 3 of our pumpkins that we cut out. Aren't they cute? See how the little stem turned out? I just did a small, a medium, and a large. Alright, so next we are going to, I'm going to paint 1 white, 1 green, and I'm going to leave 1 natural. Okay, so we'll start by doing that first. So let me find my colors. I'm going to go with the celery for my green in the Waverly. And then for my white, y'all know I'm going to use my favorite off-white chalk paint, the color Plaster, as well in the Waverly. And then I'm going to leave the little one here natural. Okay, so let me grab my brushes. Okay, I think I'm going to go with my medium-sized pumpkin to paint green. And I'm just doing I'm not doing full coverage. I'm just brushing that on. I also have a jar of water here. I'm just dipping my brush in that water to help spread that paint and to also give it like a washed look instead of that full coverage, because I'm wanting a rustic look. So definitely don't need perfection here. Okay. All right. I think that's good for my green one. Now we'll move that one to the side and get our white painted on. Again, I'm going to dip my brush in that water. Now with our white, I am going to do just a little bit of antique. I'm not sure if I want to use coffee grunge to antique it a little bit or just use my Waverly antique wax. So I'm not quite sure just yet which one I want to use. Okay, so we got that. I'm just going to put these over to dry. And also, I'm not going to do my edges. I'm going to leave the edges, the wood, the stain color. Now, for this, for our small pumpkin, I'm going to leave natural. Also, look at my nails still in my board. Look at that natural green, just from the outside elements on there, on our pumpkin. I absolutely love that look. So I'm leaving that just the way it is. Now it may cover up a little bit because I have some labels here that I purchased from Etsy and printed off. I'm going to be using this one here, pumpkin spice and everything nice. And I'm going to cut it out, but I am going to wet those edges and tear it out. But I'm going to cut, I've got to sort of cut it off this page first with all of these other labels. And we'll be using these other labels on some other projects. So I'll just put these to the side for later. I'm going to be using these little ones to make tags. Those are going to be super cute. And we may even use one of these today on this project to make us a tag. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to feather this really quick and tear the edges. So I'm just taking my coffee grunge mix and going right around the edge just to dampen that paper. And it's also just giving it that stained look. Now I'll just simply go along and just tear that paper all the way around. All right, now I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and apply to the back of our label here. Get ready to attach this to our pumpkin. Just make sure I get those edges really well. Okay, so to center that, it is going to cover up my nail, but that's okay. When I sand it, I'll probably end up sanding this and that nail will just pop right through that paper and still be visible. Okay, so I'm also going to take just a little bit of our coffee grunge mix and I'm just going to wipe right over this label. Okay guys, now we're going to kind of group our pumpkins together. So I'm going to sort of overlap, let me see if y'all can see that. I'm going to sort of overlap my green pumpkin over my white pumpkin. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to line them up where they stand up. And then I have these teeny little brad nails. And I'm going to come maybe about midway of my green pumpkin and just tap that little nail in there. Okay, so that holds my green pumpkin. I don't know if that was long enough, you guys. Okay, no worries. I can tap that one back out. Okay, let me go get my other hammer. I've got to have my little claw thing to get that nail out. I have some longer ones. That's all we'll have to do is use a longer nail where it can go further into this white pumpkin. Okay, I got my other hammer. Let me get that nail out of there. Okay, so plan B, I'm going to find a longer nail. This is the pack I get off Amazon. It's got all different sizes of these little brad nails, 6 sizes. Okay, so I think I'll just use That one would probably work right there. Okay. So let's try this again. I'm just going to line that up. Okay. And about midway, just tap that nail in. Perfect. There we go. And then we're going to take our little pumpkin and sort of center it. And with our center pumpkin, I'm going to glue it onto the front. I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue and just get that right on the front. All right, so I'm just going to put some wood glue. Allie's saying hello to everyone. She has pink hair because she wanted pink highlights because of the new Barbie movie that's out. And her big sissy took her to see it. Okay, I had to get my glue unstuck. It was like clogged up with dried glue. Alright, so I'm going to just put some. And then a dab of my hot glue. And then we'll stick this.
And the berries.
And we'll let that glue dry. And that's going to also help stand it up.
And the blueberries.
Now we're ready to embellish our cute little pumpkins here. I have several things. This is just some sort of burlap tie that ended up in my stash. I think it came on like a little prepackaged gift, like a Christmas gift. But anyway, I'm going to cut a little piece off of it and maybe sort of hot glue on this front pumpkin and do a tag. I decided on the Happy Fall little tag from our printable downloads that we had, and I'm going to kind of fix that tag and also put a little pine cone. These little pine cones, I just get a big package of them from Amazon. They're like, how many's in here? 250 for like, it was no more than 10 bucks. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but not much at all. So, and then I've also got some strips of ribbon cut here. I'm just going to play around and do a little ribbon strip bow for my big pumpkin over here, my white one. And just do some sort of ribbon there. I've got some greenery. I've also got some, what is it? Let's see. I've got the little rusted bells and I can't think of what else it is. But I've got several things. I'm just going to play around with it and embellish these pumpkins and just see what we come up with. guys. I think that is so super cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I did decide not to do any antiquing on the white pumpkin, since this natural pumpkin was kind of centered both of those. So I decided not to do that. But as you saw in the little video clip, I did decide to paint the stem of our green pumpkin with the antique wax. So that just added a little character to that pumpkin, since it doesn't have anything on the stem like the other two. And I just love the little tag that we made with our printable. And I also love the little, I ended up just taking a little piece of that tie that I had on hand. I tied it with a piece of white lace and then put one of those little mini pine cones in the center. I just absolutely love this. I'm going to make lots of these with different variations and just different designs on these. All right, for these pumpkins, I just wanted to show the colors I was going to use. So I'm going to be using agave on, let's see, I think I'll use agave on the big one. So let me grab my brush here. Well, I couldn't find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, and now for our medium pumpkin, I'm going to go with orange, which is the color pumpkin in our Waverly paints. Okay. And for our little pumpkin, I'm going to leave it natural again, like we did on the other. I'm going to do several variations to these pumpkins and just play around with them. You can take it any direction you choose. You can even do transfers instead of decoupage, you know, decoupaging on prints. You can paint different designs on each pumpkin. You could do polka dots, leopard print. I mean, just the possibilities are so endless with these cute wooden pumpkins. I just think they are so cute. And also, I did want to mention, I ended up, I know I said on the first set that we did that I wasn't going to do the sides, but I did end up doing the sides. I did end up doing that. So I just wanted to let you guys know. It just sort of made it look more complete, since these were, you know, supposed to be pumpkins. It just gave it more of a complete look, I thought, than to leave, you know, the sides natural wood. But again, to each his own. And if you like it better with the wood look on the edges, then you just leave it, you know, unpainted, or, you know, unfinished. Okay, and for our small pumpkin, this time I just have a block of wood that I cut, and I have a piece of a branch I just found in my yard, and I cut into pieces, and I want to glue this on the top for the stem on this set of pumpkins, so that you know, it'll still be our little pumpkin, but its stem will be super cute. And I just love how the natural elements are growing on this. I just love that. It's sort of like a type of moss or something. And I just absolutely love that. And I think it just adds so much character to this. So I'm just going to hot glue this on. And this will be our stem to our pumpkin. Be super cute. All right, and we're still going to attach a label onto this one. Let me grab. Oh my goodness, guys. I wasn't sure what label I wanted to use, and I went in my stash and found these little cow fall labels. How cute. Now the hard part is choosing which one to use on this set of pumpkins. I really love this one, but I don't know if you guys can see on camera those lines through there. I'm not sure why my printer did that. I'm going to try to reprint and see if I can get it to print without the lines like that. I'm not sure if it's my printer or what. So, I would use that one if not for that. And it may be fine once I get it on the project, but I'm a little concerned about that. So I think I'm going to use this one here. It says my favorite color is autumn. How cute is that? And there's still some hints of blue in the hat. So I think that will just go perfect with our set of pumpkins here with using our blue and our orange one. And I'm going to feather this out. I don't want that straight edge cut. So I'm going to feather it out. And I am going to use my coffee grunge to get that out. Okay. I had to clean out my brush because I had used it for some antique wax earlier, so I don't want to get my label that dark, so I washed it out really quick. These are the cutest labels. Heartstrings in print, it looks like, is the Etsy shop that I purchased these. Y'all, I love, I need to stay off of Etsy. I go on there looking for prints, and there's just so many cute ones. I just end up purchasing all kinds. So that's definitely a weakness of mine. Purchasing tons of downloads on Etsy. It's just so simple, and they're so cute to use in your projects. Okay, I got that out. Now I am ready to Mod Podge this on. Okay, it looks like, well, you know what? I can just sand off any excess. I'm not going to try to trim it anymore. I'll just sand off any excess that I have. Okay. So I'm just going to apply the Mod Podge on the back of the label. Just a good even coat. You don't want to clump it on there. You want to make sure you get all the way to your edges, so that will adhere nicely to your surface, especially this surface being it's a rough surface, this piece of wood. Okay, I'm just going to center that right on my piece of wood here. And it is going to overlap some, but once everything is dry, I'm just going to go with a piece of sandpaper, or like my sandpaper block, and just hit those edges, and that will be perfect. There we go, guys. I went ahead and put this set together with our little brad nail, and then I glued the little pumpkin on just like the last time. Now we'll just get our bows on these and get it staged up to take pictures and videos with the other sets that I get done. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed our project that we did together today. I had so much fun making these cute little wooden farmhouse pumpkins with you all. And you can make them all sorts of different ways. You can make them different sizes, different colors, different styles. You can use transfers or decoupage or stencil or whatever you would like. You can just do so many different things. But I really enjoyed making them. I think they are so cute. I hope that you will give my video a like today and even share it out with a friend who you think would like it too. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing that as well. You can also hop over to my Facebook page, check me out over there, The Cutest Little Thing. Give me a like and a follow there as well. And also over there, I list my available upcycled items for sale, and I also ship, so you can go over there and check out those items. I will also have different antiques and rare finds as well. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.